freezing winter night. A sharp wind sweeps across the Ural Mountains. Snow falls not just on the ground, but onto silence itself. On February 26, 1959, a rescue team stumbled upon something chilling. A collapsed tent, half buried in snow. But the strangest detail? The tent was cut open from the inside out. Inside were boots left neatly in place, half-eaten food, personal belongings untouched. But no hikers. This was the beginning of one of history's most disturbing mysteries. The Dyatlov Pass Incident. In January 1959, 9 experienced hikers from the Ural Polytechnic Institute planned a winter expedition into the mountains. Their leader, Igor Dyatlov, was confident, disciplined, and highly skilled. The team included expert skiers, navigators, and students familiar with harsh terrains. They documented everything: smiling photos, journal entries, cheerful group shots. These would later become the last living records of their journey. On February 1st, the group reached the slopes of the Ural Mountain. The local Muncie people had a name for this place: the Mountain of the Dead. A storm was approaching, the wind was violent, and visibility was fading. Still, they pitched their tent on the bare open slope. A risky decision even for skilled hikers. Inside, they cooked, laughed, wrote in their diaries. Everything seemed normal. But sometime that night, something happened. Something powerful enough to make 9 experienced hikers flee into the deadly cold. When rescuers found the camp, everything pointed to panic. The tent was sliced open from the inside. Hikers left behind, boots, winter coats, gloves, tools, all survival gear. Outside temperature minus 25 degrees Celsius, minus 13 degrees Fahrenheit. In such cold, going out half-dressed means certain death. So what forced them out? An animal? An avalanche? Or something nobody has been able to explain? Over the next days, bodies were found one by one. The first 2 were under a cedar tree. They had tried to light a fire. Both were barefoot. 3 more were found scattered between the forest and the tent, as if they had been trying to return to the campsite. But the last 4 bodies were discovered weeks later, buried under deep snow. These bodies showed injuries that shocked investigators: multiple rib fractures, severe internal trauma, massive skull damage. Yet there were no external wounds, as if the force came from inside their bodies. One hiker's tongue was missing, another's eyes were gone, and the official report stated the force required was comparable to a car crash. Over the next days, bodies were found one by one. The Soviet government closed the case with the vague statement, "The hikers died due to an unknown compelling force." This only deepened the mystery. Investigators also found traces of radiation on some clothing, reports of bright orange lights in the sky that night, footprints in the snow that were calm and orderly. No sign of a struggle, nothing fit together. Over the decades, many theories have been proposed. 1. Avalanche theory. The most widely accepted explanation today, but there were no signs of a typical avalanche and the slope angle was not ideal. 2. Secret military testing. Some believe the group wandered into an area where parachute mines or secret weapons were tested. This could explain the pressure-type injuries and the radiation. 3. Katabatic wind. A rare, violent wind phenomenon that can cause panic and disorientation. Possible, but does not explain the major trauma. 4. Muncie tribe attack. Completely ruled out. No evidence, no alternate footprints. 5. UFO, paranormal theories. Strange lights seen in the sky that night feed these theories. No proof, but too many unanswered questions remain. More than 60 years later, we still don't know what terrified 9 skilled hikers so much that they ran into a deadly blizzard without shoes or coats. The tent cut from the inside, wounds without external marks, missing body parts, radiation, strange lights in the sky. Every answer leads to another question. And maybe that's why. The Dyatlov Pass Incident remains one of the most haunting mysteries in modern history. In the frozen silence of the Ural Mountains, whatever happened that night may still echo in the wind.